Everybody, mostly people of color. You know, this is what I got to clear up. No, it's not mostly people of color. It's mostly white folks. White folks are doing most of the rioting. They're doing most of the looting. Yes, there are tons of videos out there showing they're white folks. As a matter of fact, a group of black men were standing and protecting a store to keep white folks a group of white people from coming in and looting it. They stopped them from doing that. It's mostly white people. Yes. And it's mostly white folks that don't even live in Minneapolis. They're coming in and doing this shit. White folks. And guess who started popping off the fires first? The police in Minneapolis. They started kicking off the fires first. Then you have agent provocateurs. I've talked about that before. Excuse me. As a matter of fact, an agent provocateur might have burned down that AutoZone. So you mean to tell me that you don't understand that? But he's not going to tell you that because he has to keep up the narrative that black folks are barbaric. Black folks are barbaric. Just us. Oh, mostly black people. My bad. Let me put the right words in his mouth. Mostly black people. And don't tell me. The white people that are barbarics are on the left, right? You know who's barbaric? The police officers. You know who's barbaric? Many soldiers. You know who's barbaric? The banking system. You know who's barbaric? The military-industrial complex. You know what's barbaric? The prison-industrial complex. Do you know what's barbaric? The school system. That's what's barbaric. But yeah, it's mostly white folks committing the rioting, doing all that. Yeah, there's some black people out there. I'm not saying that black people aren't involved. What I'm saying is it's mostly white people out here doing this. And the people that started the fire initially were cops. According to, like I said, Queen's Throne. I have no reason to doubt her or think she's lying. So you're talking nonsense right now. Either you're ignorant of this or you're dishonest about it. But see, you're not going to see it. What you're going to see is what you want to see, because you don't think critically. You only think with one side of your brain, the right side of your brain, right? Because you're on the right, you're conservative, right? So you got to keep up the appearance. You got to keep up the narrative. And I want to speak on Trump talking about when the looting starts, the shooting starts. In the vein of talking about having the military go in and handle business, right? Because apparently a looter got killed trying to loot a store, right? A pawn shop. When the looting starts, the shooting starts. Is that not a threat from your illustrious president? What you gonna say? Is that not barbaric? How about de-escalation? How about working with the people and showing them that you're really willing to change the system with which the police department operates, the justice system operates? You see, this is the problem. The problem is that there is a supremacy clause in the Constitution. This is why I don't rest my laurels on the Constitution. This is why I don't, believe in the Constitution like most people do, because of the supremacy clause, which means that the federal government's laws are supreme over the state's laws, right? But then you have the 10th Amendment, right, about state powers. Powers not assigned to the federal. I'm paraphrasing. Powers that aren't assigned to the federal government or assigned to the state or the people. That's a key here. Or the people. You see, the people are supposed to have the power. We're supposed to have the power. It may say state, but that's because the state is made up of the people, right? The state, not the state governor, not the state legislature, not the state legislature, not the state judicial system. The people. The people make up the state. That's why they said or the state, not and the state and the people. The state or the people. And that could be people that don't necessarily have a state. People that move around a lot. Nomads, right? People that travel. You know, back in those days, you know, people didn't really, you know, they didn't settle anywhere necessarily. They just moved around. They might have been traders. They might have been this, that, and third. You know, that's why they say or the people. The people have the power. But the problem with the Constitution is it gives supreme power to the federal government. This is the thing. The riots are not necessarily about just George, like I said earlier. It's about being fed up with tyranny, period. It's about being fed up with the police system, the system that they operate under, right? How they operate as, whip crackers as opposed to serving and protecting us like they're supposed to. No, they're not out there for that. They're out there to enforce those so-called laws that regular ass human beings are putting out there for other regular ass human beings to follow. That's what they're there for. And we're getting tired of it. That's the whole thing. So don't be confused, man. I'm giving it to you straight. Mostly white people doing the looting and the rioting. Okay? Point blank and period. Agent provocateurs starting shit. Right? The police department throwing flashbang grenades in dry patches of grass near the rioters, starting fires. That's what's up. So if you're gonna speak on the thing, speak about all the shit. No, you're gonna stick to the black folks, right? Not all black people. He had to make sure that he threw that in there. Or not all black people, but mostly black people. Mostly black people. You wonder why they call you coon. You wonder why they call you coon. I bet you. Wonder why they call you coon. Wonder why they call you coon. Anyway, man. That's all I got for now, man. There's more to this video. I mean, this is about halfway, not even halfway through it. That's all I wanted to just touch on. I'm not going through this whole video, man. But this is what you get. This is what we had. This is the type of person that is trying to pull black folks from the left to the right. This is the type of mentality he has. Anyway, much love to y'all. Like, share, subscribe if you feel the desire to. And I'll get at y'all with another video.